I am out walking in a beautiful French countryside. The dogs are just off up the path, and I was prompted to record this because my friend Saline sent me a video, and he was at in Cupertino near his Apple office, and just saying, "Oh, listen to that bird song." And there's loads of bird song around here. Like you'll probably hear it in this video, and you've heard it in loads of my other videos because like there's not an awful lot going on around here. There's no road noise. Occasional tractor buzzes by. I left to come and record this video because my landlady was there with her strimmer, cleaning up the lawn and the back garden and keeping it beautiful. And I just thought I'd come out and share a little bit of what that prompted me. Salim was saying that, you know, with the bird song, it's not like jazz virtuoso. It's a very learned structure language. Yes, the birds babble and don't have a language when they're small and they're learning, but they learn a very structured way of talking. In the most part, for most birds, their song is either territorial, so they're calling to say, "Hey, this is my space," or they're using it as to attract a mate. They're using it as a, you know, to quote Saline, as Marvin Gaye, you know, trying to find out what's going on. And I think when I think about that in relationship to my music and my creativity, I often forget how important just repeating the basics and just getting some practice done is. I'll tell you why this is important. When I came away, I brought one piece of music gear. No, that's not true. I brought one box to sample and to sequence, and I brought two things to make effects. Okay, so a couple of pieces of music gear. Let's be real. In case Paul is wondering why I have a whole bag of music gear. But it's been amazing to really get to know it, to really learn it. It's called an Elektron Digitakt 2. It's a stereo sampler. It's got a sequencer built in. But it means that I can make almost full tracks, certainly full sketches of a track. And I feel like I've really made some progress. I've been using Elektron for a number of years now and just never fully clicked with the first boxes that I use. They're so powerful and so all-encompassing in what they do. And if you know anything about them, the one I'm talking about in particular is the Octatrack. Excuse me, what are you doing? Are you rolling in? What are you rolling in? Oh, no. I think you might be rolling in some deer poo. Wonderful, we're having a bath. That's the wonderful Ivy. She's getting herself all natured up so she smells amazing and like the natural surroundings. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying I didn't click with the kind of workflow. And I do think it's important when we look for new tools or look to change things up that we do find a workflow that really fits and connects with us. But it takes practice. It takes time to learn these tools and to learn new things. And like I've said before, like I was pretty competent using Logic and Ableton. I mean, I've used them for years, going on maybe 20 years with Logic and certainly 10 years plus with Ableton. So stepping away from using those to just using hardware boxes has been quite a learning curve. And I expected it to be straightforward, and it's not. I think it's the same with any tool that we pick up. It takes practice, whether that's an instrument, whether you learn a new process for your photography, or you learn a new technique for your painting. Or if you're a writer, you try to write in a new style or a new way. But it's really key and important for us to grow that competency. And it doesn't come instantly. It comes with time, and it comes with energy, and it comes with effort. And that can be hard to find that time, energy, effort, because we're so committed to doing all the other things in our life, around work and family, around our house, keeping our lives going, adulting. It can be hard to find the space and time to put into learning something new. And then you can just get into this cycle of frustration where you're not at the level that you want to be at or expect to be at. And that can be tough. So those birds never give up. They still get up in the morning and they sing every day. And I just wanted to put out a challenge to say, try and find yourself some time to make that happen. To make time for your practice, to make time for your art, to make time to put in the work. And don't put yourself under pressure to be like, oh, I've got to do this thing, it's got to be finished and there's got to be some output. And I know that's tough. I was talking to a lady in my community. I put a call out on my email list asking if people would jump on a 30-minute call and we can have a conversation about how they're stuck creatively. This lovely lady was explaining to me that she really has a hard time letting herself be free because she feels like the work has to have some output, it has to have some value, it has to be something worthwhile. Thankfully we were able to have a really expansive conversation. I think we got to a point where we were agreeing that the value and the worthwhile energy exchange comes from the practice, the doing, not necessarily that something comes out the other end, because that's not how creativity always works. Yes, hopefully at the end there's something creative and some output. But if you're a performer, if your work is more, it's not necessarily product based, you might perform something and it disappears into the air, into the ether, and people have just experienced it, and that's the output. And as creatives and artists, we have to be okay with that. Anyway, I might only be able to hear the wind now, but there's definitely some bird song there in the back. So back to the birds. Just like the birds, find some time to practice and convey your work, to put it out there into the world. Because the world, certainly around here, would be a lot less beautiful if it wasn't for the bird song. Regardless of its perceived value or, I just think our world needs more beauty out there at the moment. So please keep practicing, keep trying, keep putting beautiful things out into the world. Okay, I have 2 panting doggies. We're going to get them back for some water. And YouTube will suggest another video for you to watch here. And I hope you have a super day. Keep creating. Bye now.